So I start hair hanging, discovering, because it's a very, very rare discipline. Now more people practice it nowadays, but before, when I started, it was really not so many people, and it was not a discipline that people want to teach, because I understand I don't teach myself hair hanging, because I think it's a lot of responsibility on the person that's gonna like try. And when people contact me and like, oh, I want to try, and I say, look, I don't teach, maybe you will find somebody that will teach to you. I search by my own, and with David, that helped me at first. And the things that I say as an advice, I say, just listen your body and your soul and your mind, because maybe you're gonna try to lift your feet. And I know some people, they just couldn't go. And I think it's important to don't push too far. Of course, you have to go beyond your limit, because that's the point of it. But if your body really is like, oh, no, really, it's not okay, I think it's important to listen. It's the same, like, for example, I remember I prepared once to run a marathon, and I start to get my body started to react really wrongly. Yes. And I remember David told me, you could run this marathon, but you're gonna damage yourself. Yes. For maybe forever, and you cannot dance anymore, just because you wanna do this experience. So be wise and really ask yourself, what is the price of wanting to do something so bad? I'm sure you have to pursue your dreams, but in that case of very extreme things, also, wisely listen the body, because he knows, the mind knows before you as the me, you know. So for me, when I'm to come back to your question, it's important for me to be really connected when I do the hanging, because when we talk about the pain and this process, first of all, the ritual of making my hair and ready for the hang is very, for me, I like it to make it a ritual, and because I'm a ritual girl, I love rituals. And it gives me a structure, and this discipline gives me a base of, come back to the word, of my freedom. Yes. It's something that a dancer, very famous prima ballerina, Marion Crampe, said, the discipline is based of the freedom, not the opposite. And I absolutely adore, and I use this quote a lot, because it's true. And I actually have discipline tattoo on my back that I did in Mongolian when I went to Mongolia. So discipline is definitely a structure to me, and then I'm supple around the structure. And it's true that for the hanging, because it's so connected to the mind, also I do a lot of flexibility, extreme flexibility, and it's the same. If I'm not 100%, I will not be able to bend extreme, because my mind is not there, and I need to be present, I need to be focused. I think it's like the surfer that go surfing super big waves, or apneist, like this very famous apneist, Guillaume Neri. He's a French apneist. He say, when I'm under 125 meters underwater and I start to panic, I'm dead already. Yes. Because if I'm panicking, I want to breathe, but I cannot. And if I start to breathe and I start to panic, I'm gonna use my oxygen, and I want to go fast up, and I cannot. So the only thing you have to do is you choose to put yourself in that situation. Just gotta accept it. And own it, and not fight it, because if you fight it, well, universe is stronger than you. Yes, of course. So you put yourself in danger. That's why every time I do things with people, pole dancing, flexibility, I always say, are you okay? Are you ready? And the girl say, oh, no, I'm sure I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, okay, so sit down, rest, breathe, Because if we go now, we're not gonna make it. We both gonna like not waste our time, but you're gonna risk something, and because you're gonna panic, and panic is absolute danger. So I need to be in this state of mind, and also because I realized sometimes when I was not present, I couldn't go into this state that allow me to choose about the suffering or not. And I was just staying in the suffering position, and it was just awful. And I know sometimes when I want to hang and I'm like, my mind is lead too much by my thoughts, it's not gonna be interesting, so it's better I go home and I make a cup of tea.
Of course,
yeah,
because it's just,
yeah,
you'll just hurt yourself, or just
I'm gonna damage my hair or my scalp or my neck, or for what?
But I like that also, being present, so important.
Yeah.
And I think in every aspect of life,
of course,
these things that are, like you said, maybe a bit more extreme, or
in every aspect, and it's not easy all the time.
No, it's not, and not everybody's present all the time.
Nobody is present all the time. Let's be really clear.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean,
maybe some big master, like I talk about, like some Buddhist Dalai Lama, or people that dedicate their whole life, and even them, I'm sure they're still searching for the peace of mind and the present.
I think so too.